And welcome back to episode 11 of Sports Resort, your number one destination for all things sports. So this week we have a lot to cover in the NCAA, but first we are starting a new segment called Paradise Picks, Sports Resort's top 5 moments of the week. For this week's Paradise Picks, we're focusing a bit towards an eventful week in the NBA. Does anyone want to start?
Sure, I'll start. Our first Paradise Pick is Karl Anthony Towns returning after a grade 3 calf strain and not playing basketball since November 28th and winning the game for the Timberwolves with just a free throw.
What? This is so crazy, Eric. Why do you believe this is a top 5 moment of the week?
Well, it's been over 100 days since he last played basketball from the grade 3 calf strain. And then as soon as he came back, he had 22 points and won the game for his team 125-124. So I would say that's a pretty big moment.
I think that just shows how impactful Karl Anthony Towns is on the team. He's been taken for granted for way too long. So our second top 5 moment for Paradise Picks is Maxi Kleber's buzzer beater 3-pointer against the Lakers for the Mavs.
I mean, it was just I watched the game. I think it was just a well-taken shot. Kyrie wasn't selfish for the first time. He wasn't actually keeping the ball to himself.
That's what happens when you have 2 stars on one team, though. I've noticed that. When LeBron and AD were on the team, they would just ball hog. Then you add Russell Westbrook to that. That's even worse. Then you trade Kyrie to the Mavs, and they have Luka Doncic already. So when you have Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, that was a recipe for the disaster. I called it 3 months ago.
That's why they're under 500 now, bro.
And I know, guys, you have a lot of thoughts on the Mavericks and Warriors officiating.
I'll take this one. So the Dallas Mavericks and Golden State Warriors, a bizarre officiating mistake gives 2 free points that ultimately win the Warriors the game by 2 points. So what happened is that it was out on Dallas, I believe, but then, no, it was out on Golden State. Dallas called a timeout. But, no, it was out on Dallas, but Golden State called a timeout. So what happened was they gave Golden State the ball, and the officiators never told Dallas what was going on. So when Dallas set up like they were going to get the ball, it was actually Golden State getting the ball, and then they got a dunk, and it was 2 points, and that ended up changing the entire moment, the entire game, because Golden State ended up winning by 2 points.
I mean, that messes up the standings for the Western Conference. That makes the Mavericks go under 500, that 2-point difference. It messes up a lot of things, seeding and all that. But the next moment is Jabari Smith Jr. wins it for the Rockets after a game-winning 3-pointer against the Pelicans.
That was crazy. I'm not even going to lie. I saw that live. That was crazy.
I think Jabari Smith is getting better as the season goes on.
Look, you guys obviously know how I feel about Jabari Smith Jr. It's a long story.
How do you feel about him?
It's a long story. So it was
did you get mad
fantasy
at him?
basketball drafting, right?
Uh-huh.
I drafted him in the later stages of the draft. I regretted it. I dropped him because he had -1 points.
What?
He had
It was that bad?
-1 fantasy points
How is that possible?
in his first match.
Did
and
he
I'm
miss
like,
that many shots?
Come on, man. I didn't even know it was possible. I thought the lowest could be was 0, but he changed my view. He changed my life.
He changed your life.
He changed my life.
Changed your life. Wow.
And I will always have strong distaste and strong dislike for Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Damn.
For one, I still remember right after you got Jabari Smith Jr., you went to every single person in the fantasy basketball group, and you asked them each one by one, will you trade one of their best players
For Jabari
for
Smith.
Jabari Smith Jr.? And we all said no right away because we're not dumb.
I mean,
I could tell you right here, Jabari Smith went to the Rockets. The Rockets are a rebuilding team, right? So, why would you expect him to do good in the first place?
Yeah, he's a paid actor. He's supposed to tank.
Exactly.
but still.
But still.
It's
they,
not,
they
but
should,
still,
Yeah,
look
but
at
he's been
any other.
improving.
Look at
He's
it.
been
All right,
improving.
here, I'll admit, my Pacers are tanking like heavily right now. Our best player is Tyrese Halliburton, and
Oh.
he's not even. He's good.
It's a
He was.
no name.
He was an
That's
all
not
star.
a- that's not a
Russell, he
no-name.
was an
That's
all
not a
star.
no-name.
He was an all star.
It's a no name.
That's not a no name.
Never
And you
heard
guys-
of him.
Russell,
knew
you are a
Tyrese
no name.
Halliburton.
Shut up.
Never heard of that guy.
Okay, buddy.
And
He was
the
in the
Pacers
three-point
also have
contest.
Miles Turner,
Never
which
heard
is
of him.
Miles
Miles
Turner.
Turner got traded though. I thought.
I've heard
No,
of
he's
Miles
still
Turner.
He
there.
saw on the.
He-
No, but
he-
Miles
Never
Turner
heard
is
of
like
that
a
guy
really
like that.
underrated center. I'm not gonna lie.
he's pretty high up there for blocks, and
He's always been the last 2 seasons he was number 1 in blocks per game. This season he's like number 2 in blocks total.
you also have a pretty good sharpshooter in Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield's crazy. Our
Guy's
what's his
got a
name? Our
stupid
rookie,
name.
both are rookies. Andrew Nembhard and Benedict Mathurin. They're both like crazy.
Benedict.
Benedict.
For who
I'm-
are these people?
The Pacers aren't a bad team. They started out good. Weren't they like 22 and 18?
Yeah, we were, but then Tyrese Halliburton got injured for like a month, and then everything went down.
I
the
mean,
drain.
TJ McConnell played
player.
pretty good in replacement.
Yeah, but he's no
I know
Tyrese
TJ
Halliburton.
McConnell.
He's no Tyrese Halliburton, but he certainly filled the role.
I don't know Tyrese.
And for our last pick, Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the most capped men's soccer player after 197 appearances for Portugal. Yesterday against Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein. Where are they from?
Liechtenstein.
Where's
Can you please repeat that,
Liechtenstein
Eric?
from?
My favorite team.
Against Liechtenstein.
Yeah, I can bet that's Russell's favorite word.
It definitely is.
Liechtenstein.
In that match, he scored 2 goals. One of them is a amazing free kick from the edge of the penalty box. He basically, imagine you have the penalty box like in the middle, right? He was about like over here in the left, on the far left, and a little bit out, and then and there was a giant wall basically where all the Liechtenstein players were, and he just flew over that, and.
Flew.
Are you saying he flew like Superman? Is Ronaldo Superman?
No,
Jump?
he kicked the ball.
Yeah.
It flew past.
The ball
It
flew.
flew over the wall, and
Uh-huh.
the goalkeeper actually got a head to it, but it was so powerful that it actually knocked his hands back and it went inside.
Eric,
wow.
while we're still on the topic wait, not Ronaldo.
It is Ronaldo.
Messi.
Oh,
Oh,
Messi. It's
It's
Ronaldo.
I thought-
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Didn't Messi score his 800th goal a few days ago? I believe.
Yes, he
Rookie
did,
numbers.
but
Yeah, on God, I have 1,000 goals.
Wait, Eric.
I was gonna ask you, Eric. What do you think that anyone will ever beat Messi's record in 2012 of 91 goals?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Donatello.
looking at him. It's
Donatello.
Arav Dubal. Write it down.
Donatello.
Write it down.
look, honestly, the odds of that happening,
Well, I think it's gonna happen.
are very slim. But if it were to happen for somebody to reach that record, it would be Erling Haaland.
Well, I know some kid. He's pretty
No,
young.
no. He does not know a kid. He does not
He's,
know
he's
a kid.
pretty young. He's around my age. Very good soccer player. I think he's gonna
he-
be JJ Reed. He's gonna be the one to beat that
bro,
record.
Bro,
Mm.
every kid's a very good soccer player when you talk about them.
This
But-
kid's an amazing soccer player.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Eric,
William Barry's going up.
you're the one with the most soccer knowledge. Who's the goat?
Messi's the GOAT.
Ronaldo.
He's right. I agree with
It's Messi.
Eric. I agree with
used to
Eric.
think
Mbappe's the goat.
Ronaldo.
Mbappe's the
Jaden
goat.
Reed.
Messi has a
Donatello?
World Cup. Ronaldo doesn't.
That's fair.
Michelangelo's the goat, actually.
No, it's
What
Donatello.
are you guys-
It's Donatello.
Donatello's an actual soccer player.
Yeah, stop talking about soccer. Soccer's boring.
All right, and now let's talk about NCAA March Madness.
Oh,
a lot has happened.
yeah.
All right, wait. Joe, you want to go first?
Do you believe it? The Purdue Boilermakers lost in the first round. What are your guys' opinions on this?
They suck.
Frauds.
I guess
They're
I'm gonna
terrible.
say. I was talking to Mr. Woolley this morning, and I said, "Oh, you're wearing a Purdue shirt," and he was talking about who's that like kid who looks like Yao Ming on Purdue.
Zach Edey?
center.
Yeah,
Zach
Chinese
Number
center.
like 13.
He learned basketball in like his sophomore year of college, and he walks around Purdue looking like dazed and confused. Like Mr. Woolley's daughter said, "There's no way he goes to class."
Yeah, probably doesn't. He,
He
probably
probably
doesn't
doesn't.
speak English.
Does he? Does he actually have to go to class? Like
That might be
he's
it.
on his athletic scholarship.
Yeah.
And also Princeton.
So right now we have a special guest with us right now in the studio.
Hi, I'm DB Declan Berry.
He is also known
Great.
as the NPC.
He does rowing for Rumson Fairhaven.
And there's
Big time
Princeton.
sport.
and Princeton.
oh
That's
God.
another.
Princeton.
American
Princeton's
Cyber-
another big
Arizona.
upset. They first beat Arizona,
And they're
and
still
then
in
they
it.
beat
They're still in
Missouri.
it now,
They're
too.
And they're still in. They're playing against Creighton today.
Is FDU still in it, or did
No.
they?
Dickinson
No, they
is
got
outside.
knocked out.
They
Princeton's
lost
the
to
only
FAU.
above 10 seed still.
New
in.
Jersey's the Cinderella state.
Oh God.
Yes.
Nah.
FAU is actually in the Elite Eight.
And
They beat
also,
Tennessee.
the World Baseball Classic. A lot has happened. A lot of injuries also.
Bro, I'm
Uh,
sorry. Show the it's not that important to me. I don't.
Who was the guy who got injured celebrating?
Edwin Diaz.
Edwin
Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah, that
And
was
Narco.
stupid.
The classic Mets are already metting.
I
but
don't.
It's not. But we shouldn't be making fun of that. We do not condone that stuff on Sports Resort.
Condone what stuff?
Just
He
Making
hurt
fun of
himself.
injuries?
It's not like
We don't condone
hurt him.
injuries.
no, we don't condone joking about it.
We're not joking
We're
about
not,
it.
We are joking about it. He hurt himself. He hurt himself.
Relatively
celebrating.
badly.
Yes, that is true.
If it was an actual injury, we would feel bad. Like he hurt himself doing something he could have easily prevented.
But isn't he out?
Hurt
for,
himself
like,
doing something.
He's
you
out
don't
for,
He's
really
out
do.
for the
9
entire
months.
yeah,
season.
that's how stupid he was.
Looks like I can't hear his famous narco walkout anymore.
Gonna have to
Dang.
Wait,
play it
Eric,
on
are you a Mets
Spotify.
fan?
No, but I like I like the music. I like the
He likes the music.
the,
It's a
the walkout.
bandwagon.
It's probably the
It's
best
bandwagon
walkout.
is what
of-
he's saying.
It's fair.
It's like
fair.
it's a elite. His walkout's elite, man. The way his monotone face and his stoic face, and then just walking out.
What?
This is
the-
getting a little bit far.
Nonchalantly.
Eric,
let's cut it, let's
cut it.
Eric,
Away
Eric,
from
Eric,
baseball.
Eric,
And,
Eric, Eric.
And also, what?
You got a crush on him?
No.
He's stoic.
Of course, the rower automatically thinks.
And
that.
also Shohei Ohtani striking
Shohei
out.
Ohtani is crazy.
Shohei Ohtani striking out Mike Trout.
It's not
He
the
saw-
biggest pitch in MLB history.
saw
You'll never
4-7.
come close to it.
Shohei Ohtani's not that
People
good.
are overhyping the pitch so much. Like
He's decent.
people are not gonna look at your resume. They're not gonna look at the World Baseball Classic for Hall of Fame. They're
Yeah,
gonna
ain't
look at
nobody
World
care.
Series wins, MVPs, and stats in the
Shohei
MLB.
Ohtani got screwed out of an MVP. Are you kidding me?
No, he didn't, bro.
Yes, he
Aaron
did.
Judge-
Aaron
Yes, he
Judge
did.
definitely deserved MVP.
He deserved it, but Ohtani deserved it more.
No.
Arif, you are
Arif.
so funny, bro.
Arif.
I know, I'm
Oh
crazy,
my
right?
god.
Or if in a normal season, Shohei Ohtani wins it, but Aaron Judge was just too special.
He broke the
this
AL
season.
home run record,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. He
And he broke the
deserved it.
non-steroided record too.
I just said. I just said.
Hey,
he
no way to
deserved
know
it.
that. No way to know
There
that.
is a real way
But
to
I
know it.
think Japan, the U.S. losing to Japan is showing how
It's not
the U.S.
fair.
how
not that- it's
how
not
the
fair,
game
it's
is evolving
yeah.
to a more international audience.
Japan's
and
always been a
Yeah,
And,
Japan
you know,
and China have
it's
always been
like-
that good.
Imported baseball in the 50s to Japan, and now it's paying off for them. They're beating us in the baseball.
And we get them
basketball.
on our
They
teams.
raise their
And we get on the
kids
MLB teams.
from babies to be baseball players. They literally.
Yeah, they do that.
And we're gonna start seeing more Latin American countries.
Dominican
place
Republic's
They
already
already
going
are.
crazy.
They've been.
Mexico,
Puerto Rico's
Mexico
crazy.
Is amazing.
Do you guys
Mexico beat us.
do you guys think that
Mexico beat us? Like,
you guys think
they're
that
gonna
Mexico
place
has
a lot higher. They're
No,
not
no,
gonna
no.
just-
Mexico's game was a fluke. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't
They're-
play that good.
They're not just gonna be
Didn't watch
placing
the
high.
game.
They're gonna
I
start
did.
winning the World Baseball Classic.
Honestly, I
think
think
it
the World
matters. It
Baseball
doesn't
Classic
matter.
needs to be like more, like, hyped up.
It's
Like,
hyped up a lot.
Bro,
no,
it's hyped
The
up
world-
so much. It's
Wait,
hyped
what
up
was-
too
Everybody
much,
knew about
actually,
that.
bro.
bro, I didn't even hear about it until like the second round.
That's because you were focused on your tennis practices.
On God.
What do you think is the
this
next
is why
country
you
to
gotta
be
go
an
there.
emerging power in baseball?
Venezuela.
In
No,
baseball?
Venezuela's
Gleyber
just a brilliant
Torres.
country in general.
Gleyber Torres.
The Dominican Republic has solidified itself as the best Latin American country.
Let me
I
take it.
think.
No, what do you think
Thank
is
you.
going to be the next emerging
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico?
Well, guys, what about Australia? They did really good this year. They made a huge upset, didn't they? Over what was it?
They didn't do really good though.
Yeah.
They
I'm
did
telling you,
decent.
half these games are flukes.
Yeah, because baseball isn't decided by one game. It's decided by 7 games.
Yeah, that's why there's a 7-game series for every playoff stand.
Thank you.
Didn't Czech Republic's team have all like dentists and like
Yeah, and they
mechanics?
still won like a game.
good.
There's an engineer on that team. I saw the story.
Their coach was an engineer, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a plumber. There are like 2 plumbers. It's crazy.
They
Yeah,
got the
they-
Mario Brothers on there.
I would say the
Paul
equivalent to
brothers,
that
for real.
in any other sport, I would say is San Marino, because in San Marino soccer, literally all of their players are bus drivers and handyman.
They should go back to doing
Handyman.
that
What?
instead of playing soccer.
How does Liechtenstein even have back to Cristiano Ronaldo? How does Liechtenstein even have enough people to field a soccer team? It's like a 40,000 person country.
I mean, they do have
Well,
a
you only need a
national
couple people
club
to fill a
in
soccer
their
team.
capital city, and that's basically the only soccer form of soccer and youth development they have. But they do have a soccer team because they have the funding. They got the money.
They're rich. You can buy the whole country for a day.
I can.
You can rent the country for
For how much?
How
a
much?
few grand.
That might be.
That's
Few
it?
grand?
Yeah.
That might
You
be.
can buy a
Yo,
Tens
screw
of
the
grands,
7-Eleven.
tens
Give
of
me the
grands.
country.
That might be. That might be.
I'm gonna find this right now,
Mr.
but
Beast's next move.
I
can
think
buy a
it's
country.
80 grand.
That's not much.
That'd be a
That's
good.
not much.
That'd be a good title. I bought a country for a day.
Mr. Beast title.
But it's not the best small country. It's not the best small
Sorry, which
country
country
in
was
soccer.
this?
Liechtenstein.
It
Fine.
takes $70,000 to rent Liechtenstein for a day.
Dang.
And then what could you do? You could just do whatever you want.
No, you can't do. You can't murder people.
Oh, then that's
Oh.
trash, then, bro.
What?
What? Not about murdering people.
I want to murder.
If it's not your country, then what's the point of renting it?
I'm gone.
way to wrap it up in 2 minutes.
All right.
You get to be head of state for one day.
So you
can
can
do
do
That's-
whatever you want.
So, guys,
no, it's temporary currency.
So, guys, what do you guys think about the upcoming games today for NCAA?
What is it?
I mean,
There's
it has a
women's
lot of
games today.
upset opportunity. There's Princeton Creighton,
I don't think Princeton's ever gonna win that.
Miami and Houston.
Miami, Houston.
Miami's
Isn't
gonna lose.
Alabama playing
San
today?
Diego State, Alabama,
Yeah.
and
Alabama's gonna
Xavier
win.
versus
Texas.
Texas.
Miami, Houston.
Xavier's
that's
gonna win.
Be a game.
But I'm still kind of upset by UCLA.
I told you
Pretty well.
guys at the beginning of
All right,
this
Sean,
season,
bro. They
I
had
told
injuries,
all
bro.
of you guys that there's
Gonzaga's
going
gonna
to be
get
one
smacked by
team that
UConn.
is going to win it, and you guys didn't believe me, besides Arv.
Yeah.
Or
Make-
just
make
answer
that-
anything.
Make that clear. I said UCLA would lose. Granted, I did say to Northwestern. It was
You
pretty
said
close.
a lot of stuff, okay?
You
Said
said a lot of stuff,
about
bro.
Northwestern. But,
You thought Northwestern was gonna win, right?
I thought they were gonna upset UCLA.
yeah,
It was pretty.
It was
I mean,
close.
tell me that wasn't a bad take. Sorry,
didn't
tell me that
happen.
was yeah. Tell me that was a bad take.
It was a bad take.
That was a bad thing.
It was not.
It didn't happen, so yeah, it was.
Oh, shit, the unibrow.
All right, let's all say our predictions for the 4 games. Sean, you go
Just
first.
said 'em.
okay, so my picks is I think Alabama's just going to win.
Yeah, that's
It's-
fine.
I
I
agree.
don't think it should be close. I think Miami is going to upset Houston. Houston has not been playing to their full potential, and I think Miami has been doing really solid, especially against their win against Indiana.
I think it's gonna go into
Indiana,
an
yes,
overtime.
sir.
I think it's gonna go into overtime, but Houston will get the win.
My next pick, I really want to see this happen. I think it might actually happen. Princeton over Creighton,
Yeah,
Nah.
that's the
That-
biggest.
that's
Cinderella
actually possible.
State.
It's possible.
and
Not
then
gonna
I see
happen.
Texas over Xavier. I don't see a way Texas loses.
Xavier's gonna win that.
No, Xavier's not winning.
I mean, the odds are never zero.
I got a
It's
10%
never
chance of winning.
Okay. So, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Sports Resort, and we'll see you next time.